we're going to do...
I can hear you in one ear.
You can hear me in one ear? That means something is unplugged, not plugged in right back here.
I mean, it's the same ear of the side that you're on. Did you order something? Fuck off.
Fuck off.
How's it going, man? It's cool. I'm a cool guy. We were just talking about Spectrum people, and then a Spectrum person showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I can't hear a dick
Right.
of myself. I can hear you in one ear and not me. But it's cool either way.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Maybe it's the plug-in over there.
Boy, I can hear you just fine. Is it one of these little two doohickeys? The splitter? Okay. Okay. Hello? Yes. Yes. That's normal.
You're now inserted.
That's like normal. You gonna swipe it? He said he gonna swipe it. He's laughing because
Hey, it's the God Awful Gospel Hour. We are going to do a fast, casual podcast today.
Like I like my women.
Like a Chili's diner.
God awful. God awful. God awful.
Like Applebee's. I was looking up examples of fast casual places today, and it was all just the most fucking Wall-E people shit.
It's the way George Michael has
Like-
sex.
Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Okay.
It was like I was the kind of like
Margaritaville?
tourists, like Margaritaville,
Yeah.
Johnny Rockets. It's fast casual.
Red Robin.
Red Robin. Of course, you got Chili's and Applebee's and
Don't tell them that because
All
if they
that.
take too long, I'll be like, it's supposed to be fast. This is taking a long time. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We're celebrating illicit man love via text between church worship leaders today. The Austin Stone mega church worship leader has been fired.
so
for-
that's the church that meets at Austin High School.
They have like 5 campuses. They met at Austin High School 15 years ago when I went
yeah.
to like check out churches in this town or whatever. I didn't know anybody.
Yeah, you were just trying to slide
But
in
that's
there.
been 15 years. Now they
Yeah.
have like 5 campuses. I thought you could get stoned there. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. I thought it was Austin Stone.
But he was texting another grown man, which is not illegal.
Yeah, then there was something about a teenage kid, though.
And then he's married to a famous podcaster.
It was like a famous Jesus podcaster.
It's like a girl inspirational get your life right.
Jamie Ivey
Yeah.
had
Which-
a history of texting with men, including one who had been underage at the time of the explicit text.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my podcast. If my spouse decided to start gay
Yeah.
texting other women, I'd be like, do tell?
Yeah, that would
And-
help this. See, this is the gospel hour that's very interested in hearing that.
Okay.
We want to hear all your confessions.
Oh, no. Don't text dirty things to girls, honey.
We're the ones you ask, forgive me, Father. For
I'm
our sin."
horrified. But it's basically it's the Fight Club rule. On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for any worship pastor turns to
Right.
diddling.
Right.
And it's also the motorcycle thing. There's 2 kinds of motorcycle people.
Uh-huh.
Those who haven't crashed yet or whatever, and those
Yeah.
who are still alive.
Yeah.
There's 2 kinds of youth pastors. Those who haven't got caught diddling and those who are fired.
I've had 2 of them now at mine, and a third one I think has been accused. Whenever mine growing up.
Yeah. How many people do you have to get accused by before it's true? Like Cosby, was it 6? It's a rule of 6.
Yeah. Where's the
That's what
amount?
locks it in.
Where's the amount? Yeah.
It's got to be when 3. It's this Holy Spirit. When 2 or more are gathered, Jesus is among them. If you get accused by 2 or more of sexual diddling, then that
Yeah.
means you did something. If it's specific enough, if it's got 3 variables, like Clinton's dick, remember she had to describe his dick. And it was specific enough where they got him.
I guess the Michael Jackson kid had to too.
Yeah, but they all described the same thing, that he made them stand on the edge of the bed while he
Yeah.
jerked off and look at their buttholes. Imagine that what a room, what a meeting. With 6 parents and 3 kids corroborating stories. What did he make you look? Show me on the dolly where Michael Jackson. Well, he didn't touch me anywhere.
He just looked at my butthole while he jerked off.
Show me on. Put the dolly on the edge of the bed and spread its ass cheeks and jerk off and show me exactly what Michael Jackson did to you.
My journey began in the golden age of blogging when I documented our first adoption story back in 2005.
Was this Jamie Ivey?
Fast forward to today, and you'll find me wearing the hats of wife, mom, podcaster, author, and speaker, often at the same time.
There's two kinds of inspirational female podcasters: those who've been caught killing one of their kids, and those who haven't been caught yet.
Whether you're looking to explore your faith, dive into heartfelt stories, or find your... Oh, this is like... You know how all the liberal white women listen to, like, murder porn podcasts?
The LWWs?
And all that? This is what all the conservative white women listen to, exploring their faith, diving into heartfelt stories.
Yeah, we have a friend
reading
with a...
little book clubs, book clubs.
Psycho ex-wife turned into a life coach?
Yeah. So this is just the conservative version of that, right?
It's a Plinko board of where psycho bitches end up for work.
Grab
Nurse.
a cup of coffee or a cold Topo Chico, and let's get to know each other. Want to hear some random facts about her?
Yeah.
I was once a DJ here in Austin for a few months.
Oh, so was our other friend.
I ran the Junior Olympics when I was younger. That's why I now have the motto: once an athlete, always an. This is like the most basic.
She was
like
DJ.
Inoffensive white woman, conservative white woman shit. This is like the exact conservative end of all the liberal chicks that we complain about all the time.
Wherever she was DJing, that's where she met her half-gay husband.
Yeah. I wonder if like
they were texting each other already on the dance floor.
I wonder if being her husband is like
met her on the dance floor.
Maybe she shuts up sometimes.
Yeah.
Or do you think she's just real bitch behind the scenes? Maybe she drove him away, and that's why he was like, dude, I have to get as far away from this woman as possible, and as far away as possible is gay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna start banging dudes because she is driving me insane. She drove me gay.
Yeah.
I've been driven gay by this annoying podcast Christian woman.
You're so loud, you fagged him out. You fagged him off a balcony into the gay ocean.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, happy Valentine's Day. This is a show about love, Donnie. When was your first BJ? Do you remember?
Jesus. I want to say late 90s.
Are you not saying your age on purpose right now?
Oh, you want to say age?
I don't know if you're talking about pedo shit. If you're before 18, you can't say, right?
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to talk about it. I don't want to talk about pedophilia with you, Josh.
I didn't feel like a man before, but afterwards I was a man.
Who are you, the director of worship at Austin Stone Church?
Sending you dirty voicemails via Mixer.
Yeah. No, I was like 16.
I was 6. I'm 6 years old. That's good.
Do dogs count?
Spit or swallow?
Neither. It's like pull out and let it go.
Oh, nice. I thought you were talking
Jerk
about the
off
walrus.
Yeah.
When it comes out their nose like tusks. That's neither spit nor swallow.
It wouldn't spit or swallow. It was number 3. She went
gave
number
you the
3.
tusk treatment.
Yeah. Right.
Mine was in Scotland. It was good. And she went and spat it out. And then the second one, the girl went and spat it out and then cried in the sink. I was like, because I was tempting her physically, and she was slain in the Holy. Speaking of Christian things, that was at Liberty University. God damn it!
Wow, that actually happens at Liberty University.
If you're a holdover,
yeah,
I was a holdover.
Oh,
she was too.
yeah.
There were relatively people there.
That's why you like that movie so much.
Yeah, hell yeah. Did I tell you the story of Duffelbag Rhonda? At the base, the Quantico base, the fenced-in base, and the military base in Virginia.
No, you went to?
No, I heard it from a vet over there. We hung out with a lot of Navy dudes from Quantico. Like if you go to Alexandria and Arlington and stuff, all the Navy dudes get drunk. So back in the 70s or 80s, it was all men. Like there's no women in the military or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They had this midget that they put in a duffel bag and throw her over the fence. When the guys they pay. And they had to catch her on the other side. It was Duffelbag Rhonda. It was a little short woman. She was short enough to fit in one of those long green military duffel bags. And they took 2 guys to swing her. 1, 2, whing over the barbed wire. and then the 3 dudes would catch her on the other side.
So there was a little person that they would throw into the base for dudes to fuck.
Yeah. And
That's
I heard about Duffel Bag Rhonda from 2 different separate people that don't know each other.
Wow.
So it's confirmed, just like Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
It's just like Clinton's dick. It must be true.
Right.
The legend of Duffel Bag Rhonda has been spread all over Northern Virginia, the Bay Area.
You've got to go online, go on Reddit or something, and say, go to r/Virginia, r/Alexandria, and say, does anybody remember talk about a Duffel Bag Rhonda, and see what happens?
Get a bunch of the first rule of Duffel Bag Rhonda
Yeah,
is you don't talk about Duffel Bag Rhonda. No, I don't know what that is.
The military police show up at your door.
We had a couple over here fighting about whether they were going to do it later. And then me and my other married buddy were laughing. We're like, that's weird when you're dating and you're like, the whole point of the date is to go fuck for the guy. But
you're just trying to get to the end of it.
Yeah, if you're married and you go out to eat, you're probably not going to fuck because it sucks picking a restaurant and spending money. And it's like you get full.
Start arguing about shit.
You get in bed and burp and fart and you're like, oh, it's time to go to bed, put a show on. Nobody does. And plus, if you don't fuck on a date when you're married, you're like, well, we lived together. We've been married for over a decade. Probably fuck tomorrow.
Yeah, there'll be another time, hopefully.
Yeah, dating is all about, ooh, I hope something nice happens to my penis.
Yeah.
He was waiting in my pants all night going, ooh. Have you ever had your...
I have cleaned my penis.
Will you please move the penis?
Yeah.
Have you ever had your heart broken real bad?
Yeah. Okay, so actually speaking of holdovers,
what was his name?
That's that scene where he thinks that maybe the secretary likes him.
Yeah.
And she invites him to her party.
Oh, you got one of those.
And she's sitting there, and he's talking to her, on the couch, and then the door, like somebody new comes to the door, and she comes in, it's her boyfriend, and she like kisses him.
Yeah.
And he just like has that disappoint, like that realization of what it was. I've had that happen to me more times than I can count.
Your eyes go cockeyed with disappointment.
Yeah, one of my eyes started drifting off lazily.
It's like dumb.
I don't even want to be in this person anymore.
I was hoping to fuck all night until now.
Yeah.
And now, no. What's your craziest ex-girlfriend?
No. So I'm really good about cutting off all contact, and like basically the person is dead to me when it's done.
Like a ghost. That's why they go with that.
Yeah. And I haven't had any like come be crazy after ex-girlfriend stuff, just because I never saw them again.
But something crazy enough happens and they become your ex-girlfriend in the moment sometimes.
Yeah. Right. So it's mostly just I'm not putting up with your crazy anymore.
Yeah. We broke up so we don't have to fight anymore. And this girl called me and wanted to have another fight, and I was like, this is not I don't like you like that now.
Yeah.
I don't care about you enough to fight. I've been sitting around here saying I don't care anymore to myself for like an hour.
Well, speaking of girl brains, that was what a friend of ours would do.
What?
Reach back out to exes and be like, hey, just want to make sure everything's cool. Can we talk? Yeah. Because I heard it from the exes.
Things left unsaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Leave it.
Right.
That was good. So you haven't had girls come after you or try to reach back out and say...
Yeah, but it's like a text here and there. Like I got one right as COVID was happening, and it was like...
Oh, yeah, slam piece. You just shut it down?
I didn't even respond. She was like, hey, what we had was nice, or whatever. And then and I just didn't respond, and then COVID hit.
That's good. This way, if you don't respond, that's make a statement without saying a word. Like that Jupe perfume in the exclamation point bottle.
Yep.
There's a commercial that said make a statement without saying a word. Have you ever had where you were the crazy boyfriend and you realize it later? Like,
I was the one. That too.
What did you do?
So it was like after the breakup, like. Basically, I came down with a hardcore.
Like you said, hard
case.
R word, hard N word.
A hard R case of vagina withdrawal. Yeah, where you just kind of go crazy and like
2 weeks,
you lose control of your emotions.
Yeah,
and then you're like, I just want to fuck you again, please. But you're trying to not come out and say that. It's almost like you revert back to like a date like before you've banged
Yeah.
kind of patheticness.
Yeah.
And eventually, like, I did it for like a week or two, and then I just came to my senses and I snapped out of it.
Oh, nice.
And I just never said anything again and never heard from her again. And to this day, I do not know if she's dead or alive. That's how good I am at cutting this shit off, right?
You're pretty good with that first step of the alcoholism. Recognizing the problem is the first step.
Yeah.
You can identify the issue really quickly and go, nope.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
I've just seen. I think part of it is I've seen too many examples all throughout my life of guys who are like, but I want the pussy. But she fucks me. Oh, I'll do anything just to get that pussy. Ooh. You're not realizing, there is not more than just one person's pussy out there
Vajesmerized.
for you.
You got a vajesmerized.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's also laziness. It's like, but I don't want to go out and try again.
Have you ever had a girlfriend that looked like a celebrity? Or you liked her because she kind of looked
so
like
my first serious girlfriend looked like a celebrity after the fact.
Did you get surgery?
But the celebrity was like a hotter version of her.
Yeah, that's always a downgrade.
Yeah, she looked like well, the one that looked like my ex-girlfriend, it was the chick from Community, Jillian Jacobs.
Yeah,
she was like a hotter version of an ex-girlfriend of mine. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any other celebrity looks. Have you?
I had a girl that I thought was really beautiful, but she had some little bit of a mannish features in her face.
Yeah.
And then she was walking towards me in the sun, and the wind was kind of making her hair bounce up and down. And it was when Desperado came out, and she looked exactly like Antonio Banderas walking with a guitar, and his hair was going back and forth. And I was like, I'm out. My dick just said no.
Yeah.
My dick just gave up on this.
Well, I mean, I guess that's how you really knew you weren't gay, because Antonio Banderas is an attractive man.
Yeah, and I don't I don't send dirty texts from worship to my man friends. Do you have you ever had a friend who you knew like they needed to break up, and everybody knows?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, outside of recently, I know the ones that we both know.
Yeah. Right.
Well, in high school, everybody went pussy crazy. In college,
yeah.
It was like you got to grab your buddy by the shoulders and be like, "Stop! You've been bewitched."
Yeah, I remember one of my best friends in high school, like right after high school, ended up getting together with this girl I knew, and I just wanted to shake and be like, she's a theater person. Stop it. She's a theater person. She says stupid things.
She's going to get Shane Gillis fired from SNL.
Yeah.
For the blog.
Yeah,
She's a theater nerd.
Right. I mean, I actually didn't mind her that much, but she was like, have you ever had you've had friends that are couples where the two of them together are really freaking annoying, but separately they're cool?
Yeah, they whip each other into a tizzy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. I've had plenty of those friends in those kinds of relationships.
That's a shame. Well, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. That's the whole love segment. It's time for nerd news next. Do you want to take a break or keep going?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break.
What are you looking at?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Test. And we're back for nerd news. I wonder if my microphone was fucking up that whole time.
Great Joshua's junk. Donnie, it's time for nerd news.
Your junk.
Joshua. We've got to save Joshua's junk. Lily Wachowski announced her directorial debut.
Yep. And like the first one is going to be called The Trash Pile or something.
The Trash Mountain.
Trash Mountain.
Which is it's a movie about what her genitalia looks like after F to M, M to F. Can't make up your mind surgery back and forth. Look at my trash mountain. It's in my panties.
Oh, I bet it's going to be bad. They haven't done anything. I mean, I was reading people trying to say that the stuff that they had done was good, but I mean, the first Matrix movie, I would say Speed Racer was neat.
Yeah, the Wachowski brothers movies were good. Then something happened.
Yeah, and then somebody in the thread that I was reading linked, I guess at one point on Matt and Shane's podcast, Shane went into it about he was like, there's no way the Matrix were made by girls. And because he didn't know about the transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, what? They need to have a BBL for dicks where you take your dick off and just give it to a trans person.
Yep.
They can match up the F to M's and the M to F's and just switchy.
Yeah.
You can donate your ding dong.
It probably blood type matters. I don't know. Like you have to have a donor list or a swap list is what it could
Brazilian
be.
ball
It's like you
sack
enter into the
lift.
registry.
The BBL.
Yeah.
Brazilian ball sack lift.
Yeah.
They
Make things so
dropped
much better.
Made a big deal out of Star Wars the day before the Super Bowl, and I got super excited. And they didn't do anything during the Super Bowl about Star Wars. They gave an Acolyte release window. The trailer dropped at Celebration last April. It was kind of boring.
It's because they know. It's because it's over.
It's the same. Yeah. Well, they've had 2 big Star Wars trailers out for a year, and they won't put them out. Just give me it.
It's because they suck, and they
It's
know
just
it.
like the rest of the Final Fantasy demo. I know you have it. Just give me it.
It's gonna be bad.
Oh, well, yeah. It's not Shakespeare. The Star Wars for girls is Ahsoka, but Star Wars for boys is Andor, because it's smart.
Yeah.
Andor thinks before it acts. Andor is sophisticated, classy.
Andor has a plan.
Ahsoka broke up with me and cheated on me in high school. She's bad. There's a girl show. And why not? Yeah, it's been for too long. The Skull and Bones beta did its job. I liked it. All I wanted from it was Black Flag combat online against other people, and it has that. It has the ship combat from Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
That's worth $70.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
That's what they're charging.
I played the free
and
beta.
it's gonna be like a live service or whatever.
No, every one of the Ubisoft games goes on sale quickly.
Yeah.
Like it'll be $40 soon. It'll be $30. We'll see. We'll see what happens if they fix it up. You know, everybody takes another year after release to fix their game up. So you just wait.
Yeah, like Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah,
Nobody
it turned
played
out
it.
great.
Like what was the one? Is it Anthem?
Yeah.
That one. Like like there have been plenty
That
of
was
them
fun.
that
It was
just
just Iron
turned
Man.
to crap.
You get to be Iron Man. I figured out the lyrics to the Tifa's theme. Your boobs are so big. Your boobs are so big.
Yeah, that works.
Your boobs are so big. Your tits are huge. This is a beautiful song. You got me listening to Final Fantasy themes now.
How many
Getting pumped.
TikTok kids do you think will even know what you're talking about?
Your boobs are so big. There's Final Fantasy vets now making a new game called The Last Helden. Veteran programmers from 12 and 14. This is going to be another... Are we going to be in the age of, like, the spin-off people are better than the originals? Or, like, you watch your favorite person go somewhere else and go, oh, I like them.
No, I mean, that would have already happened because Hironobu Sakaguchi went off and made Blue Dragon. And then
The
there
whitest
was
way I've ever heard anyone say that name. Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
Did you hear about the Nobu to Sakaguchi?
Yeah. He went off and made, and then he made something else. And now he makes like an iPhone game or something.
Okay.
And nobody followed him.
Nobody went to his new restaurant to see if his recipes were the same.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is coming to theaters this May. You want to go?
Why is it coming to theaters?
It's the 30th anniversary.
Is it really?
No, it's 25th. Just a stupid anniversary.
Did you go see the 3D version when it
No.
re-released right before Lucas sold?
No.
I can't believe you didn't go see it in 3D.
I don't need to go do that. We have people in my family get migraines, so they can't wear the thing and look at the
But
thing.
you don't? You
Yeah.
couldn't go on your lunch break like you
Yeah.
go see if some fuck you it's January movie. You can't go see fucking Jar Jar Binks' gay
It
adventure.
has to be less than...
Can't go see cartoon
200
Star Wars
minutes.
for babies.
They should just put all 3 prequels out and cash in on the sweet meme popularity.
I think they've tried.
And most of the memes are from 2 and 3.
Yeah.
The plague is the wise.
Yeah, it's all the Ian McDiarmid shit.
Yeah, and I've got the high ground, and I hate sand. Those are all later ones. And if they wait any longer, memes might not be a thing anymore. People are going to move on to the next kid on the beach with his fist up.
They're gonna all of the technical grid is gonna collapse. You got to cash in on the meme economy while you can, because eventually we won't even have screens anymore. We'll have to live like primitive Native American tribes on the prairie in teepees.
Good. We can get revenanted.
Yeah.
Get fucked by a bear. I was watching The Revenant today, and you were saying how Iron Claw was about that kid getting fucked by God for
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
What's his name? Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Revenant is about Leonardo DiCaprio getting fucked by a bear and Venom and God.
Yeah.
This is a great movie. It's just so I can't watch it loud. It's like Little Mermaid. It's just pretty, and then someone's suffering and screaming and dying and crying.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to go back, and I have that on 4K. I need to go and see how good that bear looks now.
Let's put it on.
Does
You have
look
it right
pretty
here,
good? Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
God damn! Next break.
Yeah. We're gonna put it on for the next break.
I'm trying to watch a bear rape the Titanic.
Yeah.
He's gonna have some basketball diaries after that. Walton Goggins is in Hollywood, visiting for the Fallout press tour. Now, see, and he showed himself hanging out with Raylan from Justified.
I saw that on
What's his name?
on Instagram. Timothy Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant. I bet he was like, "Hey, Timothy, give me
Yeah.
some of that Star Wars money. I heard you got some of that sweet Star Wars money. Let me
Look
be
at you now.
let me be a Jawa.
Dude.
I'll be a Greedo."
Screwing up.
Yeah, you're sampling yourself. It sounds like you're
Uh-oh. There we go.
clipping.
Yeah.
Back once
Damn
again
it.
with the ill behavior.
I think it's just the cable on this thing.
Did you
Well,
hear who's coming to the Hall of Fame?
Who's coming to the Hall of Fame?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No.
Oasis.
Are they finally eligible? Is it
Yeah.
a certain year?
I don't know. They're trying to get them to say hi to each other and be friends. The brothers. They have to get together if they get inducted.
I could easily see one of them showing up and one of them not.
Yeah, of course. It's this cruel flex. Did you see Biden with his laser eyes today? Trolling the
No, that was last night.
GOP?
Yeah.
So he
I was
has
like,
a-
man, they got some memers that work for him because he does not know what that is. I
want that
guarantee
job.
you.
That's my dream job.
This is Dark Brandon.
Make fucked up memes for the president. I
Yeah.
bet that pays so good. You just have to Photoshop.
No, I
right
bet it
along.
doesn't pay so good at all. Actually, I bet they're probably volunteers and they're doing it. They're probably like mostly, bitchy little theater girls
Well,
with
that's
colored
even better.
hair.
Then I would like to volunteer my services.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make troll memes for the opposite
Dude,
sides.
can you imagine the lectures you would have to hear about from them? Can you
Oh, yeah.
imagine like the constant, well, that's just your male privilege. I don't know, all that stuff you would have to be hearing.
Did you watch the Deadpool trailer?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I
What do you
mean,
think- what do you think about that title?
yeah, okay, Deadpool and Wolverine,
So no 3.
right?
There was a 3 on the logo. They already put that logo out with the 3 slashes on it.
Yeah,
It looks funny. I can't wait. I mean, it's only one Marvel movie this year. Are you gonna go? Do you think you'll go?
yeah. I'll probably go see that
Go to
one.
the
Maybe
theater?
I don't know.
He does all your stuff. He makes fun of everybody.
Yeah, I
doesn't he?
hope it really I hope it really tears into how bad the everything after Endgame has been. Most things after Endgame have been.
He's gonna fix it, and then he's gonna get in a fight with Logan, just like
Yeah.
Insomniac Studios and all their hackers.
So I guess the dude from freaking Succession is another one of the Owen Wilson people.
Yes, an
I
analyst.
haven't watched any of that. I haven't watched any of the shows. I've been so blissfully unaware of the MCU, other than just like, yeah, that one sucks. That one sucks.
It's
that I'm
low-key
getting.
silly. They're just trying to be like Men in Black, make it like a
Yeah,
secret offices thing.
Yeah.
Secret office aliens. Ha ha ha.
yeah, but it is going to be rated R, and it is going to have funny jokes, and I just hope it trashes like Kevin Feige and everybody.
We've already seen all of Deadpool's limbs grow back in one way or the other. Now we'll see what Wolverine does.
Yeah,
Are all of the slashes that come off the ham hocks in between Wolverine's claws going to form their own baby? Is there going to be 7 Deadpool babies? That came out, and then the Christopher Walken Super Bowl came out.
yeah.
commercial
Still,
came
I
out.
haven't watched that one.
It came out the day before,
Oh,
which
it
they've
did.
been doing recently. Because who cares? If you're advertising, again, who's in charge of the banks?
Yes.
Why would you advertise less when you could put the commercial out on YouTube the day before? Then you're advertising a whole nother day.
That's what the Deadpool
commercial's
trailer
finished.
was.
Yeah.
The Deadpool trailer, I guess if you were watching the actual game, it just said Deadpool with the 3 or whatever. And then it said go to marvel.com, whatever, on YouTube to watch it. So they basically got everybody to just go you watch their YouTube video instead of paying for
yeah.
the whole amount of the trailer for the Super Bowl. It was just like a little few second thing saying, hey, go to this website to see the new Deadpool trailer. And then they got all that traffic and all that ad money from there
They did a
instead
Sam
of.
Talent.
Yeah, they flipped it.
Put my comedy special on
Yeah.
Shane Gillis's YouTube channel.
Right.
It's going to get a lot more views. I finally remembered the name of that Justice documentary. It's called Across the Universe. It's amazing. It's on YouTube. It's really good.
The
Just
band
an
Justice?
insane party of like people, blood and drugs and jumping around.
Oh, nice.
In black and white with strobe lights and their music.
Nice.
And their tour manager, this French guy, buys a gun while they're on tour in America because he's like, it's America. I can't buy a gun.
Uh-huh.
And then he gets back in the tour bus, and when he crosses a state line, they go, "What's that?" And he goes, "This is my gun." And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he was like, "It's America. Get the gun, pistol, pow pow." And they're like, "You're going to jail. Your gun's going back to Arkansas. You're dumb. Go back to France, dummy. You can't just take guns around. You can have a gun,
Yeah.
but you don't get to take a Tennessee gun to Florida, goddammit."
All right, let me look it up. Across the Universe?
Mm-hmm.
Across the Universe Justice. Let's see.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
First one.
I'll have to... I'm putting it on my list of things that I played.
It's saved in the god awful to watch later already.
Oh, it's saved on the God Awful one? Okay, good.
To watch later. It's heavily edited and it's it's in French. It's got English subtitles,
Yeah.
but it's very entertaining. It's like just a big long music video of them just being wild. I got a complaint at work that I breathe too loud from the next cubicle over.
But you didn't get it directly.
Not the cool Hitler lady. We have a clear thing between us. No, I didn't. I heard about it. So yeah, I guess so. The girl next to me said that I've got. She doesn't like the sound of my breathing. I don't know if she's not feeling safe. Like I have resting right breath.
Yeah.
Just the principle from Forrest Gump.
I wonder if she just thinks you're just a big dumb animal.
Yeah.
Just making noises like some type of swine or heifer.
Yeah.
Just annoyed by your...
Yeah. I'm sure. If you're a petite, nice young lady, and if you're pregnant and angry, you probably everything bothers you. She's gonna yell at her chair for being creaky because she got a little heavier.
Yeah, I've got to go into the office for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of was gently suggested that we do that. So
I love when they do that. Strongly encouraged.
yeah.
Or gently suggested. Just a
Yeah.
friendly reminder.
So there's breakfast tacos tomorrow, which is going to be a
Just
problem.
a heads up moving forward.
I'm gonna eat way too much, and there's lunch on Wednesday, which is also a problem. It's like I can't. It's very tempting to eat like absolute dog shit in the office.
I don't want to go a place and do a thing. Yo, that's not. What system is that on? That looks fancy.
I think it's a Steam, like a PC mod to make it look
Okay.
more high def off
Smooth
of
down.
like the Steam version or
This
something.
is the one they use for San Andreas GTA, the redo.
Yeah, it's
Look,
because
it's
there's
smooth.
crazy mods. There's mods where you can make them look way more high quality.
Did you hear
We're
about the guy?
Watching the Final Fantasy VII 4K playthrough.
Did you hear about the dad that was into Mortal Kombat that wanted to name his son Raiden, and then they left the hospital and the birth certificate said Braden because he was white. He got profiled. He got white profiled.
There's
Oh, he's white.
that's
It's
what
probably
you should have,
Braden.
you should have named Walter that and made sure they said it right.
Other cultures know how to specify. That's how you get Anthony.
Yeah,
His mama was like, no, A-N-F.
ERNE.
Ernie.
Yeah,
It's named after his uncle Ernie. Amph Ernie. I found that Houston rapper that blocked a lady in the garage. Of course, on YouTube.
Yeah,
I should
right.
have looked on Spotify.
yeah. Because at first you couldn't find anything, right?
Yeah, they're all on YouTube. You put whatever you
Yeah.
want on there. He's got, he's bad. He's bad, slow. He sounds like he's sipping purple drink.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're going to die. You fucked up the drive-by. You're going to die. You fucked up the drive-by. That's bad. And then this other dude, so that same thing happened. Somebody put on r/I am the main character. This asshole kid who takes girls on rides on a jet ski out to the middle of the ocean and then whips it around so they fall off and then leaves them and says, have fun swimming back to shore.
Really?
And everybody's mad at him, like, you're an asshole. And I found his TikTok and followed it and liked all his videos. I gave him all the hearts. I was like, you rock, dude. That dude is rocking girls off the back of that fucking thing in the middle of nothing. You can float, you fat bitch.
Build some character.
They're doing another demeaning comedy thing here in Austin. Shock collar comedy show.
Yeah, you were. Was it you that was talking about that? It's like they pay you $20 to put a shock collar on.
They're gonna have dildo up your ass comedy.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, the people that are coming. I mean, we're like turning into comedy Hollywood.
Yeah.
Where eventually we're just going to have people trying to be comedians on the streets dressed up like Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah. It's going to be the desperation of the sheer amounts of people that are moving to Austin for comedy.
It's entertainment capital.
They're going to be like, I just need $20 to make it to Friday.
We had Leslie. Leslie was our Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We had a dude with balls and a lingerie.
Guy that wore a thong and a dress.
Yeah, R.I.P. Leslie. R.I.P. Toby Keith. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue blood cells that are supposed to stop your body from getting stomach cancer.
He had some good country songs early. Like his 90s songs were good, but as soon as 9/11 happened, he started getting all...
fuck that.
We're going to put a boot up your ass.
This podcast is brought to you by Wombat Rabies Supplements. These are high-energy gay supplements that give you energy in your brain and power. They're totally straight for dudes. They're made of wombat rabies extract. You can focus at work. You can kiss guys. You can do your exercises. It's totally straight, and it's for hooking up with chicks.
Yeah.
There is wombat rabies extract supplements. And you can argue it's a synthesized. It's not actual lizard spit. Whatever Ozempic is.
It's lab created.
So somebody said...
It's like diamonds. You know how they can make diamonds in a lab now? It's like that. It's not dug out of the ground. It's not bad for you.
Somebody said that Post Malone looked like Ozempic did meth. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He did. I think he did. He's another one of those that lies about it. He does Ozempic and lied about it. They all say something different. Post Malone was like, just stop eating soda. Yeah. And Bert Kreischer was like, I used to run all day. Tom Segura was like, I don't eat meat. I don't eat sugar.
Yeah. I'm not a poor fat.
He's turned into his
fat
dad
poor.
now. He's top dog.
Yeah. He's God. I guess they crashed Pat McAfee's show on ESPN to try and shill their vodka or whatever.
Oh, the tequila.
While what's his name? C.J. Stroud, the Texans quarterback, was there, and C.J. Stroud just kind of like made fun of him to their face and totally alphaed them or whatever. Yeah. It was awesome.
Come into the doghouse.
Yeah. A lot of
two bears in the doghouse.
A lot of opinions have turned against Tom and
you're not allowed to be rich or feed children.
Yeah,
if you can feed children with comedy, you're too rich.
Yeah,
stop it. Stop feeding those kids. Sending them to nice schools. We watched Seven in last night. David Fincher, Seven.
Oh, I was just looking that up.
Seven and
I was like, is there a good 4K version of it? And there's like a nice box set restoration that's coming out this year.
Good Kevin Spacey in the back of that car.
Yeah.
I sucked a boy. You will never know how to suck a boy.
What did you watch? Did you decide to watch it one night, or
we watched it at Adrian's with Aiden, Big and Little Aids. Watched Seven with us.
Had Aids Little Aids not seen it before?
Yes, of course. It was in the annals of 20-year-olds haven't seen that.
Oh, man, what do you think? What do you think about it?
He was horrified. Oh my!
Yeah,
I'm horrified. Yeah, he liked it. It's David Fincher's great.
Yeah, it's one of his. It was one of the ones. Was that his first one that really, made everybody realize how good he was?
Yeah, Little Aids had seen Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club was later.
About the genius of the Finch. Did you watch The Killer yet?
Yeah,
Fassbender?
We watched it that day that Joey came over. It was okay. The best part of it was whenever he had to fight that big guy all through that house,
Florida,
through that apartment. Yeah,
that was great.
That was the best part of the whole movie.
That's a real place in Florida. I've been to that place.
Yeah,
those guys sell meth and have pit bulls.
Right,
and they live up a thing, off the ground.
Right,
over the beach. That's a bad situation. You got to jump off the balcony. Or the stairs. But if the stairs are blocked, you got to tuck and roll into the sand.
Oh yeah,
and then it's grass and dirt.
Yeah, he just screws up and gets beat up the whole movie. Whenever
he gets his fuzz bended,
and then all the people he goes after, it's a pretty good movie. Like when he goes after Tilda Swinton and everybody, and what he does to his boss.
Yeah,
when he staples his chest. I mean, that stuff was cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just didn't feel like Top Fincher to me. You know?
All the fights were good.
Yeah.
Very well done fights. You can see exactly what's happening. There's not dark.
Right.
They show you all the strikes. It's not Batman in a parking garage. Like, what? Why did that guy
Yeah.
fall down? 7, anyway, the 7 and N movie
Yeah.
is during Brad Pitt's lick-lipping phase.
Yeah.
Fight Club 7 in California, he was using a penis pump on his lips because his agent said he had thin lips. Chuck
yeah?
Palahniuk wrote an article about this at ESPN.
Really?
Yeah. It was like in Forbes, some magazine.
I feel like I remember this.
The writer of the Fight Club wrote an article about how Brad Pitt uses a penis pump with an attachment, like oval shaped, and plumps his lips, and so they're numb. So for 3 movies and when he was on Jackass, he's always licking his lips. And if you watch the 7 and again, you can count it, and it becomes bothersome
Yeah.
that he's always licking his lips.
I wonder if that's why he switched to just always eating something.
Or you can just tell that they're numb. He's like, hubba, hubba, hubba.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
back to Valentine's Day. Have you ever paid for porn?
How do you mean pay? Like at one time or subscription?
You ever bought a magazine or a tape?
I got stuff on like pay-per-view,
Okay.
and then I have paid for a month or two of one of the sites, but not like only like maybe a couple times in the past 15, 20 years.
I've inherited a lot of porn from different places. I have a bad box. It's
Yeah.
bad. I probably should burn that box. That's a burn box. Speaking of 7,
Yeah.
what's in the box?
It's like a 40-year-old virgin is almost 20 years old now.
Yeah, you're old.
And whenever Paul Rudd brings him his giant box of porn, and it's called Boner Jams 03.
Yeah. And I used to call my mix CDs that for fucking,
Right.
for when the ladies come over.
Boner
put on the
Jams.
Boner Jams. Bounce down, down. Well, you guys were talking about Siamese Dream, so I listened to it in whatever the equivalent is of 4K sound on my phone with the AirPods.
Yeah, with the Apple
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
It is. We were right. It's a psychedelic experience.
Yeah.
And my friend from Chicago that went to school with me in England is from DeKalb, Chicago.
Yeah.
And he knows Billy Corgan's little brother that went to the same school. And Billy Corgan's little brother is retarded.
Okay.
So he had to be nice and go to the retarded kid's birthday party. And his big brother was upstairs pissed off playing guitar in his room.
Yeah.
And it
Probably
was
just
Billy
playing like
Corgan.
Led Zeppelin and Rush licks or
The
something.
world is a retarded brother. Spite of my rage, my brother's still retarded in the cage. Did you ever hear say have a safe flight? If not, bye. You used to say that anytime somebody flew somewhere.
No,
Have a safe flight. If not, bye.
No, I never had that. It's either an East Coast thing or just a Josh thing.
It was a dropping people off at the airport and going to Bender thing.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody needed a ride to the airport, we were always near there. We go to Bender.
Yeah.
Before or after. I go, have a safe flight. If not, bye. AI is basically Zork all over again. Remember Zork?
Yeah,
Did you ever play Zork?
yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't do that here. It just guides you until you figure out the right thing.
Yeah, right. Well, especially now with all the, like the limitations that we came up with last week.
Yeah.
But did you know that AI can also basically do a Zork? You can jump into an AI dungeon and just say, like, where am I? And you are in a room with a blah, 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 a mirror and all this stuff. You like open the door. You open the door. But at least the early versions I was reading, they would get real weird where random stuff would start happening. And then it would start arguing with you about the things that you could and couldn't do.
Dude, Zork made me really good at chatting with chicks online.
Yeah.
I pull your panties down. South. I can't do that here. You can't do that here. You're in a library. We were talking about Tarantino's, N-word loopholes.
Yeah, right.
It's basically like asking AI to draw Muhammad. Like, he's got all these weird workarounds where he's like, well, it's not technically...
Draw an Arabic gentleman
Like
with
you
a
could-
turban.
You could say a Muslim prophet.
Yeah.
The Muslim prophet.
Yeah, I wonder if that would work. I should have. Yeah, when we were trying to
You
do
put too
the
many gay
Muhammad thing, we
unicorns in
should
there. You
have.
gayed it all up.
Yeah, we should have tried to.
The fruitcakes in
We
there.
should have tried to finesse it a little bit, see what happened. But because all I said was Muhammad riding a unicorn, wielding a lightsaber. I wonder if he could say like, yeah,
Muhammad, you gonna do that? You gonna draw that? I mean,
Yeah.
or the other one that we're coming up with, the Muhammad fucked the queen and his ass, her ass. And
Yeah.
Soccer sucks.
right,
Offend everyone in the world at once.
yeah. All right, well, let's take one more break.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Nice, Ron.
I sneezed. Oh, I'm not allowed to sneeze.
Oh, you want to know what it's say this his name as a redneck. Goddamn fricasseed rice. Y'all got that fried chicken? I like how y'all fry up that chicken with the red sauce. Ooh, this has got a lot of good arrows and necks for 4K. We're going to see some arrows go through some necks. Your tits are so huge. We're watching Sis Evident. I put on Seven with Brad Pitt and The Revenant at the same time.
It's a
We're gonna
movie
mix
mashup.
We're the Z trip of movies.
Yeah, the girl talk of movies.
Do you remember my She's a Slut Bear from stand up 12 years ago?
No?
I had one piece of prop comedy. My auntie gave my daughter a bear.
Yeah.
That you squeeze it and it sings Jesus Loves You.
Okay.
But it's a really bad speaker. And if you
Yeah.
press it again, it turns off.
Yeah.
So I don't like that song. And I squeezed the bear and it went, Jesus loves, and I turned it off.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it for a second and I did it again. And then I ran around the house with my She's a Slut Bear hitting it perfectly timed. So instead of Jesus loves, it
Yeah.
sounded like it was
Yeah.
going, She's a slut, she's a slut. And I was going to bring it on stage and do a call and response. What do you call your girlfriend if she's got another boyfriend? She's a slut.
Yeah.
Who had the best Drake's penis joke the other night?
Uh,
That dude had like a half hour on just being sad of being white.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My Drake's penis joke was he's the opposite of Lenny Kravitz. But you have to know there's a picture of Lenny Kravitz's tiny little dick out there to know.
I mean, there's an obvious connection between the skin watch belt and the white dude being depressed.
Yeah.
This noose, a dick noose.
Yeah.
It's long enough to hang your self-esteem on. I wish I was dead when I saw Drake's dick. Your boobs are so huge. Me Too bowel movement. Do something with that.
What? Well, Me Too bowel movement?
Yeah, that's the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
I'm calling it the Me Too bowel movement.
It's like
You shouldn't have called it a movement if you didn't want me to do that. You were asking. Because they were dressed that way.
I violated my mouth with so much pizza
They were asking.
that my asshole had a Me Too movement. You know what I'm saying?
I Me Too'd myself.
You know what I mean? I
Like
Me Too'd
Steve
myself.
Irwin's
Oh. Oh.
The manta ray that
Yeah.
Me Too'd Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
This is all. Yeah, this is all Dice Clay stuff. You
Yeah,
know the thigh gap. You like the thigh gap, Donnie? You know what that is?
Yeah.
The yoga pants. The air. that you
Yeah,
see
whenever
through there?
women are skinny enough for their vaginas and up to their thighs to make a little
That's the wage.
triangle of negative space.
That's the wage gap. The
Yeah.
sun shines through. That's all the money. I call it the wage gash. Oh,
Oh.
Chris, we miss you. He'll be back next week or something. He's gonna come when he's available. But he's a big wrestler. He's gonna teach his kids to wrestle. You saw Iron Claw, how bad that was.
Yeah, yeah,
When Daddy's a wrestler. And
yeah,
now we have Vince McMahon going doo-doo on bitches.
yeah.
That's-
Dude, wrestling is just full of that. It's like, I mean, think about how bad like Hollywood was for years. Wrestling is that, but like grosser and rednecker and more masculine.
Yeah, in Hollywood, if you get rich enough, and
Yeah.
you're just gay.
Yeah.
But in Tennessee, if you get rich enough, you start pooping on doo-doo girls. That's McAfee money. Didn't he do that?
Yeah. John McAfee
Yeah.
supposedly would pay local women to not touch him at all, but just to sit on a hammock while he lays underneath him, and they poop on him.
He spent his whole life getting rid of viruses, and then he decided to start making viruses.
Yeah,
the most obvious
spreading
way possible.
viruses.
Poop
yeah.
on somebody. That's the best way to make a virus.
Yeah, and then he died.
Feces on skin. He was on Matt and Shane's.
He was?
Yeah, they interviewed him on video. They zoomed with him.
Oh, really?
It's insane. It's called "Please Don't Kill Us."
Yeah.
With John McAfee.
Oh,
Because they're fucking with him. He's fucking with them back, but he's a fucking mystic
yeah.
warrior. So
Yeah.
he's just like one of those
Well, that's
old timey guys.
Right up the shaman's alley. Man, that's funny.
The wage gash. So yeah, that's the top tier of being rich. The new top tier after, having whatever rich dreams you want to have
Yeah.
this cruise. I'm gonna shit on somebody. You can get away with it. Those guys aren't rich enough. Somebody found out.
Yeah.
You need
yeah.
to pay somebody to not say I pooped on.
Well, they
somebody,
did, but somebody broke the NDA. He made
Yeah.
this lady sign an NDA.
The no doo doo a
and
the non
I don't know. It's pretty crazy about how a court. But again, this is in her court filings, so this is one side of the lawsuit's alleged allegations, and we'll see what how it all shakes out in court, right?
Sounds like a real Me Too bowel movement.
Yeah. You're not supposed to say that whenever it's a man being accused of things. You're not supposed to well, at least you weren't back in. I think maybe people are a little bit
Leonard Mack, 47
saner.
years.
Because right. I
Yes,
just
believe
mean
everybody.
I just mean in the past few years,
Yeah.
like coming right off Me Too, right?
Yeah.
But now maybe people are starting to realize that, hey, all this horrible stuff that I'm getting outraged by, it's all coming through a screen at
Yeah.
me, right? It's not right here in front of my face in my
other
real
degrees.
life that I experienced. It's just coming to me through a screen.
There's a whole 360 more other degrees.
So maybe I should just listen to it and not immediately dismiss it, but also be like, I'm gonna wait until some more stuff comes out.
Mr. Marvel.
You could be like another friend of ours though, and I guess still think that Amber Heard is the completely innocent victim.
Speaking of bitches and poop,
Yeah.
pooping on stuff, Amber Heard is rich. She's not that rich. She got caught.
Yeah. All right.
Rich enough for nobody to know about it.
Yeah, you can't go up against somebody who's richer and more famous.
What a
and
Me
more,
Too
and
bowel
who has
movement she is.
who's far more talented, who has a much longer storied career.
She's the Me Too bowel movement of all Me Too bowel movements.
Yeah. Right.
Did you watch The Grizzly Man? Did you like The Grizzly Man? The Friday Herzog?
I never watched Grizzly Man.
So this
A
little
documentary.
blonde homo goes in the woods and says, "You don't understand bears.
Yeah.
They love me."
And then a bear kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if he got away with it and started telling everybody they don't understand animals?
Yeah. Well, what's her name?
The shark
Jane
girl?
Seymour.
There's a
The
shark girl that swims with sharks.
there's a shark girl.
You don't understand these piranhas. They're
Who's,
very
who's
nice.
Fucking gorillas in the mist.
Yeah, Jane Goodall.
Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall did it, but she did
Yeah.
it with gorillas, and they're not bears. I can tell you that much. I
Yeah.
mean, they're big, strong primates, but they're not bears.
No, they liked her. She was nice.
Yeah,
She
but
taught
I
them sign language.
always heard that, like, I mean, the number one example of that's Harambe, right?
Yeah.
Like that he was
Dicks
just trying to protect the little kid or whatever. But I need to go and look up actual events of like silverback gorillas like ripping people's faces off,
Yeah.
because chimpanzees do it, and of course chimpanzees are the closest relatives that we have. But I don't know if I've ever read anything about gorillas doing it.
The gorilla fangs are vestigial. They're for show. They don't
Yeah.
have a function. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
They're just scary as fuck looking.
Yeah, I know.
Huge
They're
daggers.
huge and giant muscular things that can pick you up and drag you. I have seen the one where the gorilla grabs the guy's leg and starts dragging him away. I have seen that one. But I haven't seen ones where like crazy stuff's going on. Dude, this is a pretty awesome looking battle scene in 4K in Revenant, dude, with like all the
through
arrows
necks.
and shit.
All the way.
What has this Inarritu guy done since this? Did he do Birdman after this?
His name is Alexander Butt Sex and a Retard.
Yeah.
I think.
Damn.
Yeah, I want to see the Grizzly Man go to different animals and be like, you don't understand these piranhas.
Yeah.
That's basically
Well,
what
he can't now, he's
Steve
dead.
Irwin did. Steve Irwin
Yeah.
was the Grizzly Man
Yeah.
of Manta Ray.
And then you
They're
got me
very
too.
peaceful and they like me.
Yeah.
No, they do not.
Oh, I'm gonna
motherfucker.
stick a stick up his butt.
I think you just
Hope
have to
he's
know
boom.
animals' seasons. If you
Yeah.
know that it's not eating people season, you can hang around.
Yeah, I guess it depends, right?
Yeah, you can't go around during eating people.
But they're
time.
also unpredictable.
Shout out Major Greatness. He's got a gaming YouTube channel and a TikToker. He likes all our tweets.
Yeah.
And he's got we subscribe to each other's YouTube channels. We had to do a live thing with him. And yeah, signing off. Do you have any sermons?
Well, you got me going on a couple rants.
Now listen here. I want some of that Star Wars.
Now
money.
listen here. No, I think I already sermonated enough today.
I'm gonna watch Deadpool and I'm gonna not kill myself. That's a reason to keep living.
Yeah, right.
That and the Metal Gear Delta.
Dude, I'm getting excited for fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like after I played that demo, it got kind of stuck in my head, and I was like, dude, I can't wait to see the whole rest of the world that you get to play in.
The streams are gonna outpace the episodes in quality.
Yeah,
we're gonna be squealing like faggots.
Yeah.
Ew. Yuffie's riding the Cage Smith. What's it called?
Yeah.
Yuffie's breakdancing on top of Barrett's flat top.
Yeah.
There's a lot of last rites in this movie. You go with God.
Yeah. A lot of, you're dying.
It's to my little girl.
There's so many Indians. So many Indians killing so many people.
Yeah, there keeps being more and more stuff that's life-affirming and makes you want to stick around for it. I'll hang around for Dune 2, then that's March 1st.
Yeah. For the longest time, people were like, I can't die until Winds of Winter comes out, but that's never going to come out, so you got to find something else to do now.
The Jews did it during COVID. They were like, everyone's going to kill themselves, we have to put out shows.
Yeah.
And there was like 1 million shows.
Yeah. But then eventually they started running out of stuff, and then the ones that they started having to make with COVID, there's going to be a whole there's 2 or 3 years of movies and TV shows where you can be like, oh, this is a COVID movie, and you can just tell, especially the ones with people on blue screens and composited in with each other, and some of those. Although I guess Curb Your Enthusiasm did a COVID season, and they didn't have any COVID stuff at all. There's one episode that was kind of COVID.
Speaking of Curb Your Enthusiasm, we should watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that 10 minutes of that so far it's just been you singing to Tifa's theme on your phone.
Tits are so huge.
Yeah. So this could actually be like a 54-minute episode.
Yeah.
Not a 1 hour episode, but
everybody deserves a break. We just did an hour and a half one and a stream in the same week.
Yeah, and I'll have an editing break with this. So that's the podcast. We'll do a stream probably this weekend, so I should have this uploaded. Check out God Awful Entertainment on YouTube. What is it? God Awful Gospel Hour on TikTok. And we'll have updates for you on what our schedule is going to be like, because we're going to be doing some streaming and podcast episodes. 1 stream a week, 1 podcast episode a week, I think is going to be how our rhythm goes.
We're going to do an Advent Children commentary.
Yeah, well, we could do some, we could do the Train Spotting commentary. Yeah. We could do some tracks where we start with the movie and we just start talking. I can even import those into files now. I figured out how to do that. So you could have a copy of the movie that you download and then add our subtitle track to it. Our audio track, yeah. But all right, well, that's the podcast. Bye.